Seated at my desk, I slumped over and helped myself. Without my realizing it, I started eavesdropping. Today, I was oversensitive to the voices of those around me. I listened to all kinds of conversations, but no big surprise there. Everyone was talking about the group dive video from yesterday. There were also girls jokingly saying, "Why are those eyes?" to each other. I bit my lip and studied the surface of my desk. That video was proof. Proof that Shogun existed. Proof that I hadn't killed anyone. Which meant I didn't have multiple personalities. The old man in the wheelchair was the new gen perpetrator. But for what reason could Shogun have deliberately uploaded that video? Why would he himself do something to hint at his identity when the criminal had previously been spotted in mystery? When I pondered this, I came up with two conclusions. The first was that Shogun was an attention-seeking type of criminal. The chances of this seemed pretty high, given how he had gone out of his way to show himself to me. As for the other possibility, he was challenging me. For reasons unknown, Shogun, along with his underling Yura, were meddling with me. I didn't know why they felt the need to do so, but it almost succeeded in setting me up as a new gen criminal. It was possible that the police continued to suspect me even now. Shogun was attempting to entrap me.
僕のメッセージは受け取ってくれた？目覚めるんだ。早く。
To be really honest, this really doesn't sound very antagonistic or hostile. It almost sounds encouraging.
でないと、もっとたくさんの人が死んじゃうことになるから。
It's so interesting to see in this game that you can view the same events in different perspectives. For instance, the staking murder, where Takumi saw a lot of stakes, a lot of blood, and Rimi at the crime scene, while we saw also the police crime scene, and there were a few stakes, and those were pinned in the clothing and not in the body, and there wasn't any blood at all. But the question is, what is real and what's the delusion? I can't tell.
忘れないで。君は逃げちゃいけない。
And that makes it interesting, I guess. I also want to get apologies for my voice, and for some reason my throat is hurting again. Shogun had spoken to me when he showed himself before me. I can only think of it as a form of intimidation. The equivalent of "I'm gonna kill you, so don't run away." Like I said, I don't think it's to intimidate. And this time, they had taken the unprecedented action of uploading the video and making sure it was seen throughout Japan. Shogun had undoubtedly moved to the next step of his plan. I had been naive to think that maybe he'd stop targeting me. On the contrary, it would be better to assume that he had at last began to attack and plot against me in earnest. I was scared. That video had given me these shakes. Yeah, that sound when the bodies hit the ground, that's just Despite the fact that Shogun was, physically speaking, under a far worse handicap than me, he had killed 5 house ghouls without lifting a finger. It almost seemed like some kind of group hypnosis. If everything New-Gen related had been done by the same person, it meant that Shogun had enacted the brutal pregnant man, staking, and vampire cases with his diminutive body. Or maybe Yua had helped him. Either way, I didn't have any confidence in my ability to protect myself against people capable of carrying out such horrific acts with ease. My terror of them, my rage against the unfairness of my being targeted, and the message of whose eyes are those eyes? If I weren't careful, I'd start trembling. To suppress that, I would have kept myself from relaxing for the time being. I constantly placed close heat of my surroundings and braced myself so that I could flee if someone seemed to be approaching. I didn't know when Shogun or else Yua might simply appear before me. Doesn't matter, I don't guarantee that Yua was the only one working under Shogun. I still think that's a false assumption to make. We don't have any proof. Someone connected to Shogun might be among my classmates now, indulging in care for each other all around me. That's such a paranoid way of thinking. Maybe you're right, I don't even know. I had to do everything in my power to avoid being ambushed. I'd get to the at cafe, if not, I'd get killed next time for sure. I had to get a D-sword fast. Obtaining a D-sword was the only way to break free of my current situation. After listening to ISA and Sana, and actually researching it online, I was all but certain of it. I'd be safe as I got my hands on the D-sword. Yesterday evening, I'd been frantically collecting information on these swords, but I kept my eye on Frenzy online. But I didn't meet with much success. I cradled my head, taking my fingers through my greasy hair. How the hell was I supposed to become the owner of a D-sword?
見つけなくちゃいけない。自分自身で。方法なんて私にはわからない。
ISA told me so, but it was asking too much to say that without giving me a single hint. I was becoming more and more impatient. Anxiety started to make my chest cave in. Hurry! I had to hurry to find the D-sword, no matter what it took. D-sword? Gotta find it. Everything will be over if you don't find it. Gotta find it. Before I become the next new gen victim. But how was I supposed to find one? I didn't know of any good methods. Some kind of hint. A hint? I have to rush, or I'll lose my chance to find it. Am I capable of finding it? This wasn't the time to be doing stuff like coming to school. My life and my ability to graduate. There was no need to weigh them against one another. Yet where was I? Sensing someone approach, I raised my head in a flash and recoiled.
Oh! びっくりした。
Hi Remy. Remy was there, blinking at the suddenness of my movement. I was the one who was surprised. Don't scare me like that. Raised from attention, I let out a sigh and flopped flat against my desk.
タク、大丈夫？
Usual. Remy took a peek at my face. Flustered, I lowered my eyes.
顔、真っ青だよ。汗もすごいし。目も血走っちゃってる。
Was Remy on my side? Or was she my enemy? Because she'd saved me once. My wariness towards her had faded considerably. However, on the other hand, I still hadn't resolved the suspicious points about her. That had been going on when I saw her covered in blood at the staking. We were supposed to be friendly classmates since freshman year, but why was she completely missing from my memory? It's almost like someone else has been tempered with your memory.
タク、体調悪いの？
It's the only explanation I can come up with, that somebody erases memories or just altered them somehow. Yumi tilted her head, looking troubled.
なんでもない。
I mean, she generally seems turned. I looked away from Rumi. I couldn't ask much, just things to her face. My nerves were utterly frayed by the time today's classes finally came to an end. Even during class, I ceaselessly and rarely surveyed my surroundings, paying no attention to the classes themselves. I hadn't slept since yesterday, but the sheer tension of it kept me wide awake. School today felt virtually endless, and its excessive length had sent me into despair time and again. I wondered why one's sense of time would be drastically affected by one state of mind. They say time flows at a fixed and constant rate, but maybe that's a lie. Your subjective point of view can change the speed of time. In fact, I had a hard time thinking of people's attempts to extend unknown values to periods of time like seconds and hours as anything but a plot to cover up the differences in subjectively perceived time, and thus make all of humanity recognize it the same way. And supposing the length of time changed based on your subjective perspective, then if you reversed it, wouldn't that mean that you could actually control the length at will? Is that going a bit far? It occurred to me because of what Senna had said about controlling the free will of others. That controlling the free will of others, this sounds like group diving. I mean, those 5 people who jumped, they didn't seem in control of themselves at all. Like they were someone controlled into doing it.
生まれながらに目が不自由な人でも目の前にある景色がちゃんと見えるようになる。ビデオカメラのような映像機器を介してな。
If you could change the picture from video camera to electrical signals and send it into someone's brain, making them see it as a series of images, the reverse would be vision that which you might envision in your head to electrical signals and sending it to a videotaping device, and by turning it back into an image. In fact, there's no reason that such recording device needed to be a video camera. For example, what would happen if you connected them to a hard disk recorder and showed them recordings of a nature program? What if, instead of a nature program, we showed them an anime? Wait, where's the plot going? Did you think of it? Anime was 2D. It was illusionary. Since a person who'd been blind since birth would never be actually having witnessed 3D scenery, we showed them an anime and said, this is what the world looks like. And if they come to believe that the 2D world itself was reality? Maybe? It's such a weird thought, to be honest. That way, the person in question would save the illusions as being reality, wouldn't they? For example, the person they put their imaginary visions into a hard disk recorder and transformed it to image data and sent it to person B, wouldn't A's illusions turn into B's reality? Also, I clicked red, so something horrific is going to happen probably. Illusions turning into reality. Theoretically, it should be impossible. I'm some kind of genius, lol. The magnificence of my idea thrilled me. Perhaps this itself was a way to obtain a D-sword, and I say call the D-sword a delusion. Alright, time to go home and check it out online. I left the classroom and was about to head for the school exit, but another thought pulled me up a short minute away, and I pivoted on my heel, going instead towards the building where the freshman classrooms were located. I figured this would be a good idea to avoid the exit as I normally used. I couldn't reject the possibility that Shogun and Yura were lying in wait for me. And thus, I decided to leave school by a different route. I made use of the passage to the freshman building. As little time has passed since the ending bell, Most people who went straight home were already gone. The students with club activities or cleaning duty remained behind. Somehow, schools give off a lonely, nostalgic feeling once the day's worth of class had ended. This is true of both old-fashioned wooden school buildings and newer ones, like Sue Academy. Did I say Sue? I mean Sume. Although to be fair, I won't be too wood constructed school buildings in Arrogay. Either way, silence filled the school's interior. I walked hurriedly through the quiet, doing my best to prevent my footsteps from making any noise. Long afternoon light pouring in through the windows was warm. Normally, I would hang my head as I walked, but because there weren't any other students passing me by right now, I looked straight ahead, keeping on my guard against the suspicious figures who might be lurking there. A sound. I heard a sound. What was the sound? It sounded like Shogun's wheelchair. I had the sense that I heard it somewhere before. Immediately after, something cut across the freshman corridor. I could see a little ways in front of me. An empty wheelchair. The group video I'd seen yesterday floated up at the back of my mind. My back went rigid, and I stopped in place. The wheelchair crossing the hallway vanished from my line of sight. It scared the crap out of me. Soon after, I heard an enormous noise. Silence returned. I caught my breath and stared into the direction the sound had come from. What had it been? Why was there a wheelchair at school? Not to mention one moving without anyone in it. The cries I'd heard at the end could have been the sound of the wheelchair falling down the stairs. Making such a huge sound meant it must be horribly broken now. I took a quick look around. The silence had the reverse effect of heightening my fear. At least, I couldn't see a single thing moving from where I stood, but I sensed a gaze. No, don't look at me. Would Shogun really be there? Had he come to this school? Why would he have come? Meet with you? Meet with me? I took a step back. In the same instant, I almost doubled over. Somehow, I maintained my balance. Don't tell me it's a jump scare and Shogun is right behind us. That would be scary as hell. It was creepy. This is a way to harass me. Why wouldn't he show himself? It would be much more bearable if the culprit appeared before my eyes. I abruptly experienced nausea. I wanted to leave this place sooner rather than later. Opening my mouth, I turned back the way I had come. By the time I ran down the stairs and lightly came out into the courtyard, I couldn't control my urge to vomit anymore. The instant I dropped to my knees, the contents of my stomach came rushing up backwards. Nice. Searching stomach as I had made the depths of my throat sting. Tears of blood my field of sight. It grew hard to breathe. The aftertaste of bile in my mouth made me feel sick. It seemed like I was closer to the end of my psychological rope than I thought. Might also have been because I stayed up all night. I looked around ceaselessly as I wiped the ashes off my mouth. No one was there. But the shadows and blind spots I normally wouldn't take notice of seemed dreadful to me now. I began to think that Yua and Shogun might be hiding somewhere. Once I made myself believe it, I lost the ability to take a single step away from this place. Somebody save me. I wanted to cry. At the same time, just the vomit rose in me yet again. I didn't throw up this time around, but I had dry heaves over and over. Oh, dry heaving is the worst. It's very, very painful. It hurt so bad. More and more tears started overflowing. Then, something softly began stroking my back. Frightened, I looked behind me.
大丈夫。
It was Remy.
大丈夫だよ。
Those words weren't a question aimed at me, but a gentle conclusion.
私はタクの味方だから。
I'm wondering what the scary part was because I clicked on the red option. Maybe it's the wheelchair crashing down the stairs. He didn't grimace at the rotten stench of the filth I dressed up. He didn't show any indication of despising me, even when she saw my face covered in tears and nose drippings, with vomit stuck to the corners of my mouth. He smiled serenely, as though to reassure me. This is Thornhill for sure. He drew close by my side like he was stroking my back. Why? Before this and now? When I thought I wanted someone to save me, why did Remy materialize before my eyes? Actually, that's a good question. I didn't notice that, but that is what happened. Because Remy was here with me now, I felt relief. I felt my burdens lighten. Before I knew it, I began divulging all my emotions. Even though I was bad at talking about myself.
助けて。一人は怖いんだ。
Maybe this was why I had come to school. Up until now, I thought I was better off alone. Even now, of course, I was frightened of talking to people. I had no self-confidence when it came to making contact with people. But being alone while Shogun and Yoa hunted me down made me feel far more insecure and scared and forlorn. I wanted someone to stay with me. They didn't have to be kind to me. I just wanted to be in a place with other people.
一人は怖い。
だったら私が一緒にいてあげる。
Those words held no malice, nor any reluctance.
さすがに24時間ずっとは無理だけど。
The shy gaze simply tilted up towards the sky. Was she looking at with such distant eyes?
朝一緒に学校行って。
That would be nice.
学校では休み時間にどうでもいいこと話して、お昼休みは一緒にご飯食べて、夕方一緒に帰って、帰るついでにたまにどこかのお店に寄ったりして、タクの部屋でちょっとだけおしゃべりして、それでまた明日ねって手を振って別れて。
If somehow something happens to Remy, I'm going to be very, very upset.
そんなのでいいなら、私いくらでもしてあげるよ。そういうの結構憧れなんだ。
That was almost like being boyfriend and girlfriend. Us to provide. Was she talking seriously? Here, her face certainly seemed to say no, so almost said
どう
so.
してどうしてそこまでしてくれるの？
それは
Because there's definitely a flag standing here, right? It wouldn't be weird for her to say because I love you in this situation, right? Not that I could think of a single reason why Remy would fall for me. No, wait. It was Yang's trap? that. Let me very quickly search that. Okay, it's basically it uses reverse psychology to make people think certain stuff. In this case, he fears that me saying this just to lull him into some kind of false security. Something similar had happened in the past. Joe had fooled me, turned me to the brink of despair. That's why I can't afford to expect too much. Start by envisioning the worst case scenario. Mimi too might be my enemy.
Is
Without warning, she saluted me. The suddenness of her actions left me shaken, making me think in astonishment that maybe she was about to reveal her true nature. But her face still wore the same endlessly soft smile.
そんなの友達だからに決まってるでしょ。私にしてみればタクを助けてあげるのは当然なの。どうしてとか寂しいこと言わない。
I mean, I can understand why people with low self-confidence would ask it.
分かった？
It's where, as a couple, I might have felt like my life had finally become for real. But even if we were just friends, it made me incredibly happy. Having another person be nice to me, having another person try to do something for my sake without seeking anything in return. I never known it would bring me such joy. It might be the first time I'd ever felt like this. And more than anything, it made me believe I wasn't alone. Mimi's existence had saved me. I know she had finally settled down, and I felt considerably better. I'm just waiting for the moment for this all to turn on its head.
はい、使う？
What Mimi had out to me was a vermilion, flower-scented handkerchief. I accepted it meekly, but I hesitated to use it.
汚しちゃっていいよ。タクにあげる。
ありがとう。
I felt bad about it, but I decided I might as well accept her generosity. I rubbed the edges of my bald-soiled mouth. It was the first time I'd received a present from a girl outside my family. Although, I wasn't sure whether or not I could call this a gift. Because I had felt as if I were all alone in this world, even a little thing like this induced the same gratitude in me as something far more precious. My happiness and relief threatened to make tears spill out again.
それじゃあ帰ろっか。
Mimi asked me in a carefree voice.
一緒に。
Apparently, we left school together. The suggestion from before was already a done deal. Though, I hadn't given her an answer yet. Not that I had any intention of refusing. I was frightened of being alone. I didn't want to be by myself. Right now, Mimi was the only person I could lean on. That said, I couldn't relax simply because Mimi was going to walk me home. I picked a different route from usual on the way back and proceeded cautiously, trembling all the while. Every shadow seemed to hold danger. I was tormented by the delusion that you or Shogun might be around the corner each time I approached an intersection, and my legs would go weak, halting my progress. At such times, Rimi would go ahead and scout off the road beyond the intersection, then turn back and nod at me.
大丈夫。誰もいないよ。
Relieved, I followed after her. Rimi went along with me without a single grimace.
ねえ、聞いていいかな。一体、何があったの？
I'm really hoping that he will tell her. I was a little torn over whether or not I should tell her about it. If I told her here, and if she too ended up being targeted by Shogun, it would be my fault for getting her involved.
話したくないなら、無理に話さなくても。
いや、話すよ。
It may not sound like much, but this is quite a character development for him. My mouth has already started moving. I definitely didn't want to get her caught up in it, but if I didn't explain anything, Rumi wouldn't understand the gravity of my position. For my own sake, I ultimately chose to close my eyes to the potential danger to Rimi. She's been the one to say she'd stay with me. It's not like I was doing anything wrong. The fact that Shogun was the true agent criminal, the fact that Yua was his underling, the fact that it's been targeting me. What happened in front of the 107 building? As I watched everything, suffering all the while.